Per usual, the Pittsburgh Steelers took a lot of safe bets in this year's NFL draft. But there's one player and one position that comes away clearly as the riskiest selection by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hey everyone, Rob Gregson of A to Z Sports Pittsburgh, and today I'm going to explain why taking Jack Sawyer in the 4th round was the riskiest pick by the Pittsburgh Steelers in this year's draft. And really, it's quite simple. This is nothing on Jack Sawyer. Jack Sawyer is going to be a long-time Pittsburgh Steeler. He's going to work in early as a run-stuffing, 7 to 10 snap playing kind of player that makes his living on early downs in the NFL. He's going to learn under TJ Watt. He's going to develop. He's going to turn into a solid rotational pass rusher for the Pittsburgh Steelers, if not something greater. This is nothing against Jack Sawyer. The problem is you have to look at what the team needs were and who was still on the board. Obviously, Shedeur Sanders was there. Multiple times they passed on him. But when it gets to the 4th round, and we know how highly thought of Shedeur Sanders was by Mike Tomlin and the Steelers brass, and you pass on him, that's going to raise some eyebrows. Beyond that, let's just take quarterback out of the equation entirely. Let's just say they knew they were going to get Will Howard in the 6th round. No need to take Shedeur. That's fine. Well, what about the cornerback room? Obviously, you have Darius Slay and Joey Porter Jr. at top. Well, do we know who's behind them? James Pierre and Corey Trice Jr. They are a sprained ankle away from one of their top 2 starters going down and it all going bad just like it did last year. What about the wide receiver room? I mean, yeah, they just signed Robert Woods yesterday. Great player. He can work in as a veteran in the slot. No problem. The issue is the Steelers, if they're not the best drafting wide receiver team in the league, they are certainly up there. They took 0 swings. They could have done that in the 4th round. They could have done that later. So the issue itself is not Jack Sawyer. The issue is the players that the Steelers passed on, and of course, the potential of finding a franchise quarterback in Shedeur Sanders or someone else a little bit earlier than Will Howard. Jack Sawyer will be just fine. The Pittsburgh Steelers will likely be just fine given how solid the prospects were that they drafted. But if we look back in 5 to 10 years and there's a cornerback, a wide receiver, or a quarterback who went in that 4th round or around the time that Jack Sawyer was selected and they turn out to be very good, the Steelers could have some regrets. And that's why he's the riskiest player from this Steelers draft class.